welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 1st of May, May Day. So it's bank holiday here in the UK today. It's 2023 and we're on episode number 146. Oh dear me, we're flying, aren't we? So I'm just looking here at my notes. Right. I have decided to do today's episode downstairs because unfortunately I missed last week altogether. I ain't 100%, but I am a lot better than I was. At least you can hear me now. Oh dear. So there's a lot to show. So by the time I'd taken everything upstairs into the workroom, it would have taken me a few trips. So it's easy to bring the stuff down that had already been taken up. So I thought, why not? Let's be cozy and let's sit here today. Okay then, so as I have said, there is a lot to talk about. I have a big finish. I have quite a few cast-ons, as you can imagine. Let's have a look. I do have a lot of work in progress. I have a charity project sitting over there. My friend has asked me if I can do him something for a thing he's taken part in the end of the year. So when that actually is finished, I am going to show it, and I will actually do probably a little video all on it. And yeah, and there we go. So you all keep informed on what's going on there. I have also started collecting fabrics for the charity that I do every year, so which is obviously the Royal Legion. So there is fabric started coming in for that. And then right at the end, there obviously is information on what's going on in my Etsy shop at the moment. So first of all, I would like to give a big welcome to everybody and a big thank you to everybody that has actually supported and brought me a coffee on Ko-fi and also supported us in the super thanks on YouTube. I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much. Okay, little Elm, I think he has gone upstairs on the bed for his morning nap. Yeah, I think he has. He's got his little bed there now. I brought him that bed the day he moved in, basically. He moved in. I dropped him off to Glenn, and then I said, right, now I'm going to go out and get him some little bits that is new for him for his new home. So I got him this bed, and he used to use it, and then all of a sudden he just got attached to every crochet blanket there is in this house, basically. But he loves is it the meadow blanket? Obviously, it's a kit. It was a kit. It was, yeah. Oh, yeah. It wasn't just a scrap one. It was a kit. And he kept laying on it, and he kept trying to get hold of it. Anyway, a couple of nights ago, I thought, right, that's it, Veen, give in. So I got his bed, and underneath there is his pumpkin fleece, and I put that blanket on top, and there you go. Look at him. He hasn't left that little bed alone. Bless his heart. I don't know. So he absolutely loves it. He had his breakfast this morning and he got up and then he went back, got up off the bed, had his breakfast, and then he laid on there for a little bit and had a clean. His bath time. And then, and then he's been upstairs. So I don't know. So hold on a moment. Yeah, well, at least while he's upstairs, he's not actually in his litter box, is he? So that's a bonus. If we like to look at it that way, anyway. So, what else has been happening over the past couple of weeks? Well, not a lot, really, to be honest. Obviously, I've had to pop out and do the shopping every now and again and things, bits and bobs, but I haven't been out a lot. And, yeah, so, everything is just taking stuff a bit slowly. But I honestly just think that I've just got this virus thing again. It's weird. It really is weird. Anyway, that's enough of that. It's a lovely, lovely sunny day, but apparently we've got real bad rain coming in later on, and there could be risks of thunderstorms here on the east coast. So we'll see. But normally when we're actually on this, because we're on the sea, sometimes it goes round us, believe it or not. Or, you know, up where my Rebecca lives, you know, she can have a real bad thunderstorm, and then the next minute, and then we have nothing here because she came, oh mum, we've got a thunderstorm, and then all of a sudden nothing here. It's really weird. It is really weird. So as I say, but it normally goes around the sea. So right then, right, I think we better just hop right in. It's going to be a longer one today anyway, because I have an extra week's work of stuff to show you. Right then, so first of all, we are actually going to go into the crochet. And yes, so it would be a week yesterday. I actually did finish my Coronation blanket. I am so happy with this. And the crochet along was, oh, there he is. Oh, he's in the kitchen. The crochet along was just so much fun. And the Facebook group that Anita, because it was made, but the design was made by Anita. And the Facebook group were just so friendly and funny and helpful. It was just an all mixed community. It was so much fun. And now Anita has actually opened, you know, it's not a crochet along group. It is an actual Facebook group of hers now, which I've already joined. And honestly, they're just absolutely lovely. So let's get it out. Let's move all this out of the way. And I am going to be taking photographs of it and showing you. On Wednesday, obviously, we do have the, whatchamacallit? We have the Coronation special, What Have You Been Up To Wednesday. But because I missed last week's, what I'm probably going to do is do 2 videos. One of the stuff that came in for last week, and then the Coronation special. So I'm hoping to actually get 2 videos done. So as I had planned, it's living in my Coronation bag, which my lovely friend Mishka, hi sweetie, got me for my birthday. And also I have my lovely shade card made out of wood that my lovely friend Jeanette, hi, and from Crafty Clegg Creations gifted me. And she also gifted me the Progress Keeper, which they're all going to go on display on the dresser. I'm hoping to get that done tomorrow, but we will see how it goes. Also, the lovely Anita from Made by Anita. If you go over to her, now if you see, I was in the group, but if you go over, I'm sure if you just go over to her website, she has actually done a Coronation the keepsake blanket little leaflet, and you put there, you know, who made it, and you put your name on it. And on the little leaflet, I've cut mine up to make it into a little booklet. It is what every stage, what is meant, not meant, English, Davina, what represents every stage that she got inspired. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, that is enough. So I printed that off, and I thought that's a lovely little thing to keep as well. So that will go with my blanket. Oh dear. That will also go with my blanket. So if anybody hasn't got this yet and wants it, it's actually over on her, I think it is on her website. I'm sure it is. So yeah, definitely worth getting. Right, so what I decided to do, because you actually had the bits, the applique bits all inside, you had to crochet, and then you had to obviously stitch them on. And there was obviously the daffodil, the thistle, the 4-leaf clover, and the rose for the, you know, 4 parts of the country basically. So some people put 3 on, and then put the label there, but what I did, I wanted to represent everybody. So, you know, England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales. So I crocheted them all, put them all on the corners, and then I put everything else in the middle. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's get it right the right way around. So we'll take a better photograph of it and put it up. So that's, so it has been folded up in the bag. So that's the rose. That's Scotland. The thistle. What's this one? Oh, this one is Wales. The daffodil. And this one is Ireland. The clover. And then in the centre, as I said, I managed to fit the crown and the bally thing, and obviously the label. So it is, I must admit, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but I don't mind that. I just love everything about this blanket. I really, really do. But as I say, I'll get some photographs. Obviously, let's see if I can get it laid on the couch, and then I'll pop it. They'll pop them at the end. It was actually, she designed it, was Sirdar actually asked her to design it. So this is all done in their bonus. And yes, it's not as soft as the Stylecraft Special, but I must admit, I didn't find it a problem crocheting at all. I was lucky. My tension must have been just right, because I had enough yarn of everything, because there has been some people that have actually been running out of the purple and the gold. But, you know, I was just one of the lucky ones, I think. And I love this part here, because these are all done, you know, as like a little 3D, but they're all done in the row. They're very clever, very, very clever. So even though I've been crocheting for many years, over 50 years, I still learnt things, and that's what I love about a project, is when you actually do stuff and you're learning at the same time. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it. I will show photographs of it when I do my I will pop in some photographs of it when I do my Coronation special, you know, so you'll be able to see it again. So I'll pop that down there and I'll pack that away in a moment. But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed taking part in that crochet along, and I was so glad to get it off the hook, to be honest, because I said to Glenn, I said, so far this year I have crocheted the fireside blanket, because I got that kit for Christmas. I have crocheted 2 of the hexagon cardigans. And I have also crocheted the Coronation blanket. And you think it's only the 1st of May, and I have done all those, and they're all big projects. So, you know, I'm quite chuffed with myself. So I was glad to get that off, because now what I'm doing now is I'm just designing something, making something up as I go along, and it will be so there's no pressure. It's just to pick up and do when I want to do it, which is the way I like me crochet, to be honest. It is another blanket, and it's going to be a big blanket when it's finished. But, you know, we will, you'll just see the progress every now and again of it. We're popping in. So now that's the Coronation. So that's the crochet. So I am going to show you my new cast on for the crochet. So I'd had my eye on this yarn for so long. Now, is that my last ball? I think that is. Oh, where is... Right, okay, let's take that off there then. Because I think that is the last. Because I have ordered some more of this yarn in. And it's the Hayfiekd Spirit. And this is the colour Sandown, I think. And my gosh, as soon as I saw this, I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. It is a wool mix. It hasn't got a lot of wool in it, but gosh, it is so soft. And when I went to a Hobbycraft a few weeks ago with my mother-in-law, I brought 3 of these, and I got 3 of their Women's Institute. I've never used this before, so this was something different as well. And they had the 3 for 2 offer. So I thought, well, you know, I'll give it a go. And she helped me my mother-in-law helped me pick, so we went with this to this, but I'm going to show you what I've done. So I got down yet again what was left from other projects when it comes to my Home Bargains yarn, because you know how much I love my Home Bargains yarn. And I said to Glenn, because what we're planning on doing, because I've been in this house 23 years and Glenn's been in the house 22 years. And, you know, we've decorated, you know, all the rooms, obviously, over the time. And, you know, when Rebecca moved out, then her room became my workroom. And then we decorated that. We decorated all in here in the hall and all things like that. And I think when it comes to our bedroom, it was always the end of the line. And it was always the one that was, oh, yeah, we just slap some paint on kind of, you know, it's a lovely room, don't get me wrong. You know, but it's, I don't know, we would love to have some wardrobes because we don't have wardrobes. We have an alcove and we've put some hangers up and that. And I said to Glenn, it'd be so nice to move the bed over and get some real nice wardrobes. And he said yes, it would, and actually have a nice bedroom of our own. I said it would, it really, really would. So what we're doing is, because, you know, we're savers, so we're going to save up for our wardrobes. And I would love a little vanity table, you know, the little stool and that, because I haven't got one here. And yeah, you know, we've got plans. We have got plans. So we thought, so we're going to start saving. So I turned around and I said, right, I said, I would, with this yarn, I said, I've had my iron and I think that would look so nice as a massive big double blanket, but it hangs right over the bed. And I said, so I've got a couple of years, because it's going to take us a couple of years to save for our wardrobes. So, you know, and yeah, so, and then, you know, by that time, obviously this blanket will be done. Glenn is hoping it'll be done by this winter. And I said, well, I would like to have put it on when everything's all done. But there we go. Anyway, so, yeah, and so I've been plodding along with it and I've come up with this idea. So I have got, let's move my little thing. Let's move these over. I have got 4 complete squares that I'm happy with. So what I've done is I've done, oh, it's Glenn ringing. Hold on. There we go. Right, so I've done a dark grey in the middle. And then I've done, in this Hayfield Spirit, I have done 9 rounds of granny. Then I have popped in just a cream, just to pop it up. And this cream came from a charity shop. This is the Women's Institute. I've done 2 rounds of that, and then I'm edging just with an odd colour of what I have left over from my Home Bargains yarn. So this is a green, and this has got a peach on it. This has got a like a violet-y lilac-y colour, and this is actually a lemon. Oh yeah, you can see it is actually. That's good. And this is a lemon. Okay, so, and I average it, and then I have already done another 4 of the centres, and then 2 with just the grey and the hayfields. And then I add on next the 1 row of cream, then the 2 are turquoise, and then I will add 1 row of thingy. So what I've decided to do is, and I have ordered it, and it won't be posted because I ordered it over the weekend, because it's bank holiday. It will actually be dispatched tomorrow. I have ordered some more of this because this is my last one, and it's a little independent shop. I think it's an independent shop online. So because I got this from Hobbycraft, and so when I get it, I will tell you more about where I got it from and so on. And this place they were £1 cheaper a ball. So I've saved £1 a ball anyway. and you spent over 25p and you got only 25p, I wish, £25 and you got 99, and then they charged you 99p postage, but it's tracked. So I liked that idea. So first of all, I bought 5 of these in the basket, and then I went to sort everything out, and what I would have paid on postage would have literally been nearly another ball of wool. So I said to Glenn, well, I might as well pop that in, get 6 balls, and then only pay the 99p postage. To me, that's a win-win, isn't it? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to join them all together, because I'm going to join as you go, join them all together with this colour. So 6 balls should be enough, and then I'm going to do a big board around the outside, because what I'm planning on doing, let me just pop me genie away. I will say that genie is amazing. I've got to say that quickly. What I would like is the squares to be all together that actually sits on the mattress, and then have a big border going around the outside. And then what I'll do is I'll pop in the colours of what I've got left over. I'll make a big scrappy ball. Perhaps I could do a big crab stitch around the outside of it. I don't know. I make them up as I go along. But I am really, really, and I mean really, really enjoying this. It is just a mindless little thing, and that's just going to lay on top of our bed. When I had in my head when we've actually done it all in a couple of years' time, but Glenn said he would like it for the winter time because he really likes it. So, but yeah, I am loving this, and I just think that's going to look so nice. And I love it when I can make up, you know, just make it up as I go along, you know. So really, really enjoying that. Okay then, so that's the crochet. Yes, that's all. That is the crochet that I have. I thought I had something else on the go in crochet. Perhaps I don't. So there we go. That is the crochet. Right then, now we are going to go into the cross stitch. Righty ho. Now, as I say, because I got the blanket off the go and all the big projects off the go, I have been getting on with my little crafts, you know, like my cross stitch and that, and I absolutely love it. And look, oh, I've got all my sheep now, because before I only had the 3 sheep. So I've done this, all of this, and as you can see there, I have started on the house. So, oh my gosh, I am absolutely loving it. It is a wooden pattern. Ah, here it is. Country Cottage Needleworks, and it is Count Your Blessings. So I haven't really got a lot to do. The major part really was that. So, you know what I mean? I am absolutely loving it. I'm going to keep those out because I do have 2 naughties. Where's the other one? Ah, is that it? No. Oh, well, I put it in my little bag. Hold on a second. Yes, I have. Right, I do have 2 naughties. Right then, okay. So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoying this. I really, really am. I have actually upped it onto my bigger hoop. I'm doing it on 25 count Lugana in the colour Mocha, I think it is. I got the packs quite a few years ago now from Wool Warehouse. So I'm doing it on there, and I'm absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with it so far. I really am. Right then, okay. Oh, I'll keep that out as well so you can see that. So, right, okie dokie. What I will quickly do as well is I will say, but not go into too much detail until the end, is that I am designing, in the middle of designing, a new style project bag for the cross stitch. So bear with me on that one. So there is going to be something new coming soon. Right, now let's go into the knitting. You're not going to believe how much I've done. Right, so another cast on. And I just couldn't resist. Obviously I had to put a pair of socks on the needles, and so I finished off my blanket on Saturday, not this weekend, the weekend before, in the afternoon, and then in that evening, that was it. I just went upstairs in my drawer, grabbed a couple of balls of what I had already caked up, and I just wanted to get some socks on the needles I could just enjoy and not have to think about. So I'm doing myself a little pair of shorties, and I already am on the foot of both of them. So as I say, I just grabbed yarn, but there is a bit of green in there. But yeah, so these are going to just be fun little shorties. There's the other one at the same place. I do 60 stitches, 2.5 mil needles. This is obviously my favourite method now. I've managed to work it out, is the magic loop. Love the magic loop. It doesn't hurt my fingers in any way or form. And yeah, you know, these are just fun little pickup you know, knits to do. I have gone back to the cuff down, and I'm going to explain something to you in a moment, which you're probably all going to go, oh no, really? We'll see when we get there. So yeah, but so normally, you see, I always love to do, I split my yarn into 2 cakes of 50s. I do 2 cuffs, 2 legs, 2 heels, 2 gussets. Now I've got 2 feet, 2 toes. I have a pair of socks. I've done it like it for years. I don't know why I keep wanting to change it. I don't know, because it works. Do you know what I mean? I don't get second sock syndrome. I've proven that because I've done them before without, but I just don't know. Anyway, so this is what I do. So these are my little yarn cozies. So yep, so that's all in there. So I pull from the middle after I've made up my cakes. All sits in the bag, and as I say, I've got 2 feet and 2 toes to do. I can't decide whether to do the green on the toes. I probably won't. I'll just go right to the end. So yeah, you know what I mean? That would be my pair of socks. Right, now this is the part where you're going to go, oh no, Vina, really? Yeah, I've got this. I have actually messaged over to my friend Melanie and told her what I'm going to do. And yeah, right. Now you all remember, because I know someone mentioned that when I showed this when it was finished, and they said, cool, that was a lot of knitting. And I went, yeah. Right. You all know I have done the slouch sock, and I did it longer, right? I did it toe up. I did the go day heel, and I did, the cast off is by Fairy Pink Knits, I think it is. Anyway, I'm going to frog this. Right, I am going to frog this. Right. I'm going to definitely knit another one. Don't get me wrong, because I love this, the thought of the sock, okay? But I know I've tried these toe up ones before, but I am a cuff down girl. I am. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? I'm a cuff down girl. Right. So I'm a cuff down girl, and I just think, me personally, for my knitting, the cuff down just looks so much neater than it does when it's toe up. I keep trying, and I think, right, no, you're not trying no more, girl. You've proven the point. You're a cuff girl, cuff down girl, right? Anyway, so I'm going to frog this. I'm going to recake it up because I know that this is a sock, right? This is going to be a sock. I have got to, because I'm going to be adding in a heel flap and gusset. I don't know if it's going to use the same amount of yarn. I don't know. But I know here I've got 1, 2, 3 colours. So that's 3 skeins, because this was an advent from the lovely Davina, hi, from last year. So I am, so I know that's 3 there for the toe, okay? I know that. So I will work out the maths anyway, and if I can, I'm sure I could, well, I know I can get a heel flap and gusset out of one skein. So I'll work it all out. Now I know I've got this. So what I'm probably going to do is I won't frog this right away. I will actually cast on the next one, knit it cuff down, and do the same procedure. Even though the pattern is required for it to be toe up, it can be done cuff down. So yeah, and then I am going to so I'll knit the other sock and work out all the colorways and the maths and everything else. Then I will frog this, because I don't like that at all. I do not like the way it goes all floppy. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So yeah, even when it's over, look, I know it's going to be a bit tight when it's on the leg, but it's just, no, I am going to frog it. And what I might do actually is I might see if I can change things a bit, because, you know, this was a learning curve, as they say. So yeah, I might see if I can change over things a bit, and we'll go from there. And I will see if I can do my own slouch sock. We'll see. But this is the other 50 grams all ready and waiting. So this is going to be cast on. As I say, I'll do the cuff, but I will do the cuff the same length. It's just I like a 2x2 cuff, and I'm going to have a play around anyway and see what I can do. But yeah, and see if I can get a slouch sock out of this. And if it works, I will I'll write it down as I go along, and we'll see how we go there, shall we? But yeah, okay, so that sock is going to be frogged. I know. Oh my word. So I think that's all the crafting. I haven't put anything in my twist and turns shawl. I see that Ellie from Craft House Magic, hi sweetie, I see that she's finished hers, but no, I haven't even put a stitch in mine. Oh, I don't know. It's just anyway, right, no, let's get on, shall we? Say no more, Davina, say no more. Right, okay then. Now we'll go into the naughties. Now, my friend Suzie from Suzie Stitcher, who is also a YouTuber, she was showing some of her cross stitch on one of her episodes, and I noticed these floss away bags. So I messaged her to see if where she got them from, but she does get a lot from over in the US, where I'm not brave enough to do that. So yeah, so anyway, I googled like you do over here. So I have written down the details so we know. There we go. I just googled floss away bags, and that's what they're called. And they it came up, there's MariesCrossStitch. I will put her on the screen, actually. It's MariesCrossStitch. Now, she's actually from Braintree in Essex, so she's just, well, about an hour or so up the road from me. And she's an online independent little business, but she does the floor stands. I brought one of my floor stands from her. She does loads of stuff, you know what I mean? So it's definitely worth looking. And at the moment, I will say she has a little sale on, up to 50% on some of her items. Well, the floss away bags did actually have a sale on. So they were reduced down to £6.29p a set. Now, fair enough. I know we the ones here, you get 36 in a packet. I think the ones over the pond, you get more in a packet. But even so, do you know what I mean? I'm one of them, as you know, I have one project on the go. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter, does it? So, but they're brilliant. Talk about keeping your flossers nice and clean. I am well impressed. I did get a ring, but I like my little coloured ones. So here they all are. I ain't gonna mark them. As I say, I'll just change them over when I change my projects. But yeah, look how much of that little green I had left over from that grass. I was determined I weren't going to buy any. But yeah, you know what I mean? They are so good, and they do actually keep all your threads and everything clean and tidy while you've got them in your project bag. And this is the packet. Let's take them out of there. So that's the packet. And say I've only used a few. And you do actually, as I say, you get a little ring. There it is with it. And you know what I mean, for £6.29, as I say, because she's got them in the sale at the moment, I would definitely recommend them. I just think they're brilliant. I really do, as I say, because, you know, you've got nothing, not worried about anything unraveling in your project, because if it does unravel off of your spool or whatever way you use it, it's all confined in the little bags. Keeps all your threads nice and clean, and they're all in one little thingy. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these. So it's MariesCrossStitch online. Just Google it, she comes up. Honestly, she's got loads of stuff on there at the moment, absolutely loads of stuff. Right, so that's my first naughty. My second naughty, and unfortunately I can't remember, and I did keep the paperwork, but I don't know what I've done with it. Could be anywhere. But while I was cross stitching, to put I've got one of them. Let's show you. Oh dear, where is it? Oh, here it is. I absolutely love this. Oh, it's what I call my barrel. So that's this. Okay, and I clamp it here to my little table, and this goes in, and I stitch away. And it's hands free, so I can use both my hands, one at the top, one at the bottom. Absolutely love it. I say I've had this long time. It does actually come with a stand with an attached hoop, which I have a couple of, and then I invested in the spare one of these, and then you can just put what hoop you want on it. Okay, and that is my preferred you know, method basically. But oh, I love this, absolutely love it. So I call it my barrel because that's what it looks like, doesn't it? A barrel. But it is a clamp, you know, a frame clamp. But yeah, definitely recommend one of those as well. But these nuts here for doing up, you know, putting it in the attached to the hoop, and this one here, my little old fingers, poor little old things, they are, you know, suffering these days. So I actually invested into one of these. As I say, I can't find my paperwork. It's called a Twizzler, I think. Cross-stitch Twizzler, or anyway, you know, they're available, and they're actually there is a lot out there. You do have to do your research, I will say, because you know what I'm like for my research. There is some out there that are really cheap, but the postage is so high. So, you know what I mean? And I managed to find one that was reasonably priced. The postage was good, so it worked out as cheaper price than any of the others. But I can't remember where I got it from. If I do, I will pop. I'll let you know on Wednesday or next week. So it's brilliant. So you basically plonk it on your plonk it on there like that, and look, it's so much easier to turn. So this part here doesn't hurt your hands. And yeah, I find it absolutely brilliant. I know some of these, especially with crafting, you know what I mean? You get all these gadgets, and I think half of them you don't need, you know what I mean? But as I say, my hands are suffering now, so I definitely needed one of those. And I'm sticking with that. But no, I really think that it's brilliant. You know, it's so much easier to do the, oh, I can't remember, the butterfly nuts. Are they butterfly? I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, anyway, definitely recommend them. So that actually is my two naughties, but they are practical naughties, isn't they? See, I think there's a difference between a practical naughty and a pleasure naughty. Or am I just trying to talk my way out of it? It's like the yarn for this is more of a pleasure, isn't it, really? Where these are more of a practical. So what do you think, eh? So that's a practical naughty. So I'm sticking with that one, I think. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so that's all the crafting. I'm sure I had more, but obviously I don't. Gosh. Right, so I am going to show you, oh, just to let you know, starting from midnight last night, so it's actually started up, it's all on now. There is, I have put on a May Day sale in my Etsy shop. Okay, it is on one item, which is the cross-stitch project bags. And I have brought one down. There's 4 in the shop. Okay, that's all there is 4. And this is it. And they're 50% off. So it's just a little one-off May Day sale. And it is on till Sunday. And these are the inside. You've got your poppers and all lined and so on. It's all got wadding inside. The bit here at the top is like a boiled wool. So, and this is a heavy canvas and it's like that on the back. So yes, these at the moment in the shop, there's only 4, 50% off. Okay, as a thank you for all your support and as a May Day sale. Also, I have the yarn cozies because I am making some more bags as well. But I was thinking about, you know, today's a bank holiday, so I thought, well, I'd take the day off. Oh, it's Glenn again. All right, hang on. Right, so yeah, but I did contact my fabric place where I get my stretchers from for my yarn cozies to see if I could get any more of the Wonderland fabric, but it had all gone. As you could imagine, it was so much fun. Oh, I just loved that fabric. And as you would have seen on my shorty socks, I did actually keep a little set for myself. I don't often, but I couldn't resist that one. And I'm going to do on one of these as well. So these are going to be made up, as I say, hopefully tomorrow and popped in the shop by the end of the week. I've gone for something a bit different with this one. It is like a vintage style. So you've got the little deer and, you know, the little girl with the bunnies and the balloons. And it is, I don't know, it's a bit more of a different pink, but not much more. But yeah, so they're going to be made into yarn cozies, both same kinds. This one is the one that I am tempted to keep to put with my Crafty Gnomes bag. Look at that, and look at those. That little hedgehog with his kite, and there's that's a little mouse. But look, they've made little houses. There's a turnip, isn't it? I think. Carrots. Did I see an onion? Oh yeah, no, garlic. There it is, a garlic. That was it. But oh, let me open it up a bit more. But look at that. So yeah, these are going to be made into cozies as well. And as I said, I'll probably end up keeping a piece of a set for myself. But hey ho, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hopefully keep an eye out. I will let everybody know, like I always do. They will, fingers crossed, be in the shop hopefully about Thursday or Friday. So yeah, but I just love that. I really, really do love that. I can't wait to make them. I really can't. Okay then, right, look, we're at 43 minutes, so you can tell that I missed a week because I'm chattering, but I can tell my voice is disappearing a bit now. But as I say, I'm a lot better than I was, and Glenn definitely had some peace. Bless his heart. When I got up on my Monday morning, and he couldn't hear him, literally, the voice had gone, and so there was peace in the house. Because I do know how to talk. That I do know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh well, I think there's a say. Have I done everything? Yeah, I've talked about that. Oh, just one more thing. Yes. Okay. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I actually made, because, you know, I do my baking. I do some cakes, don't I? And I actually did a simpler cake one Sunday. And it was a vanilla sponge with just a butter icing inside. Well, Glenn absolutely loved it. He really did. Someone messaged me to ask me how about the recipe. Now, the recipe for the cake, the sponges, was actually, I just Google them, you see. If I can't find anything, I always go to my cookbooks first, I will say that, but I couldn't find anything for the amount of eggs I had, because I was working on a limit of what I had in the house at the time. And obviously, as you know, eggs are a bit of like a gold dust here at the moment. And so I Googled, I couldn't find anything. I Googled it and it come up, and it was, because I don't watch this program, it's the Great British Bake Off. So I put in plain sponge, I think, in Google, and it is the one where it's the Great British Bake Off as one of the contestants' what's the names recipes, but you weigh the eggs. So after you've weighed the eggs in their shells, and then you know how much of the other ingredients to go, because as I say, every other recipe I looked at needed 4 eggs and I only had 3, but you can see that worked absolutely fine. So and it tasted lovely. It was moist, it was really, really nice. And the whatchamacallit, butter icing, which I shouldn't make that because I end up licking the spoon. The butter icing is now, is that the Mary Berry one I use? I think it is the Mary Berry one I use. So yeah, so if if you were wondering about that recipe, that is basically where I got it from. I have obviously starred it, and because what I do is I star them if they work, then I'll print them off and then I'll pop them, because I've got my own recipe book, that I keep. So yeah, and I have starred it. So yeah, it's definitely the Great British Bake Off, just a plain sponge basically, and they do show it as a sandwich. I don't eat jam. I don't like jam. So, you could put jam in it. I did say to Glenn I would buy a bag of coconut and put coconut in the sponge, or coconut in the butter icing, and, the desiccated, that kind of coconut I put in. And, yeah, so, we will... Next time I do one, I will get some coconut and do that. So, yeah, I was well impressed with the recipe. So simple. Absolutely so simple. So, yeah, so for the person that asked, that is where I got it from, okay? Well worth a make. Okay then, right, I'm going to love you and leave you all, because we're nearly at 50 minutes now. And, I don't normally like to go over half an hour, but I am making up a week, so I'm allowed, I think. I'm allowed. Okay then, right, so hopefully I'm hoping I will have my shorty socks off the needles by next Monday. Next Monday is actually the day, isn't it? I'm still going to record, you know what I mean? So Glenn's at work anyway, so I'll record in the morning and then upload, and then when the coronation and everything is all over and done with, then people can watch it. Thank you. So yeah, we'll I'll still record as normal on Monday. So I'll be back on Wednesday with the 2 what have you been up to. So I'm going to do 2 separate ones. And I also am going to be doing, hopefully I'll have my dresser decorated by then, so you'll see that. Let me think. So the shorty socks I'm hoping to get off, well, I should get off the needles. I've only got 2 feet and 2 toes to do, and a new set cast on. I'm hoping to get the slouchy ones cast on, but we'll see how I go with that. And I'm going to plod away with my blanket. And as I say, the knit over there is the charity knit that my friend has asked me to do for him. So I've had to do a little bit of research on getting what I needed to do it, but I'm pleased with the way it's turning out so far. So you'll see all that, obviously, and I'll tell you all about the charity and everything and what he's doing, because good cause, very, very good cause. Okay then, right, so I am going to love you and leave you all, and you know what I mean, have a lovely, lovely couple of days, and I am going to be back, as always, on Wednesday. So, and hopefully it shouldn't be as long. I shouldn't be harassing you for as long. And yeah, so I am going to be back on Wednesday for What Have You Been Up To Wednesday twice. And so please, as always, take care, stay safe, and happy crafting, my lovelies. Bye.